Our subject is investment banking and financial service. So let's start with the very first unit, that is introduction to investment banking. Topic for today's discussion, that is obligations and responsibility of merchant banker, or you can say lead manager, and procedure for the inspections. So we already discussed the meaning of the merchant banker, or you can say investment banker. The term investment banker and merchant banker, both word is similar. Either you can use the word of merchant banker or you can use the word of investment banker. The main functions of the merchant banker is to provide advisory service, consultant service, counseling service to their client, advisory service related to merger and acquisition, advisory service related to expansion, modernization. If any unit, if any company becomes sick means loss making unit, then merchant banker provide advisory service, guidance, consultants to particular corporate unit. So here is, today we are going to discuss obligations and responsibility. We already discussed meaning of investment banker or merchant banker and the functions of the merchant banker. Today we are going to discuss the obligations and responsibility of merchant banker. So generally merchant banker have to compulsory follow the rules and regulations of the SEBI, Security Exchange Board of India. So first one, that is code of conduct. What do you mean by code of conduct? Code of conduct means any kind of rules and regulations. So here you have to keep in mind certain rules, or you can say regulations. So merchant banker should make all effort to protect the interests of the investor. So here is the main objective of merchant banker or investment banker is to protect the right of the investor, generally provide proper ethical guidance, true advice to their clients. So here is merchant banker always try to protect the right of the investor. Here is, you have to keep in mind, code of conduct means rules and regulations which compulsory followed by the merchant bankers. Then should maintain high standard of integrity, dignity, fairness in the code of business. So merchant banker should maintain the integrity. Integrity means honesty, dignity, fairness, transparency. Merchant banker should not involve in partiality, prejudice, biasness, should fulfill all obligation in professional and ethical manner. So ethical means doing right thing only. Merchant banker should not involve in unethical activity or corruption activity. Should not discriminate among the clients. So merchant banker should not make any kind of partiality among the client. Then merchant banker should endeavor to ensure. To ensure means provide surety that inquiries, for example, if there will be any kind of inquiries from the side of clients, if there will be any kind of issues from the side of client, then merchant banker provide proper guidance, information to their clients. Then grievances means conflicts. If there will be a conflict among the clients, then merchant banker provide suggestion, grievances adequately dealt with the in timely and appropriate manner. So if there will be an inquiry, any kind of question from the side of the corporate units, or any kind, for example, if there will be a conflict between the clients, then merchant banker provide proper suggestion. Then here is, should ensure that prospectus or letter of offer. What do you mean by prospectus? Prospectus means one kind of written documents. Generally, whenever there are various types of issue, public issue, right issue, private placement. Public issue means shares offered to the general public. Right issue means shares offered to the existing shareholder, and private placement means shares offered to the particular group of persons. So here is, for example, here is prospectus. So here is, whenever company offer shares to the general public, then company have to prepare prospectus. Letter of offer is available to investor at the time of issue. So it is the duty of merchant banker. Generally, whenever company involved in issue management activity means if company issue these shares, then whole management done by the merchant banker. So here is, then company compulsory have to appoint merchant banker, and merchant banker involved in the preparation of prospectus, timely preparation of prospectus. So it is the duty, obligation, or you can say responsibility of the merchant banker. should render best possible advice to its clients. Render means providing best advice, consultant, guidance, suggestions, opinion to their client. Client means any corporate unit. Any penal action taken by SEBI should be informed to its client. For example, if penal action means if any kind of punishment, if there will be any kind of rules and regulations of SEBI, Security Exchange Board of India, then timely provide information to their client. Should inform the board about legal proceeding initiate against it. So merchant banker provide also information to the board. Board means here is SEBI, Security Exchange Board of India. So merchant, it is the duty of merchant banker to timely provide information, fact information about client to the Security Exchange Board of India. Should abide by rules of SEBI. So merchant abide by means follow, to implement. So merchant banker compulsory follow the rules and regulation of Security Exchange Board of India. Should ensure means to provide surety that any person it employs should have the capacity. Capacity means merchant banker must be qualified person who have a sufficient knowledge about the law, sufficient knowledge about the accounting, then sufficient knowledge about the taxation, various government policies. So here is capacity means ability, qualified person to be merchant banker, should not create false market. False market means should not involve in any false representation, should not make any untrue statement, false statement in any document. Merchant banker have to provide only right information, true information. And one thing you have to keep in mind, merchant banker not involved in unfair trade practices. And also merchant banker have to not provide any kind of confidential information about their client to any third party. Confidential information means any secret information. Whatever information must be keep in secret way, confidential way. So here is merchant banker should not provide confidential information about client to any third person or anybody. Then merchant banker not associate with any business other than security market. So merchant banker, you have to keep in mind code of conduct means rules and regulations. So here is you have to keep in mind, that is merchant banker have to follow various rules and regulation. Here is code of conduct, you have to just keep in mind rules, various type of rules and regulations that must have to compulsory followed by the merchant banker. So here is code of conduct. Then second obligation and responsibility, that is maintenance of books of account and records. So merchant banker have to maintain various books of account, P&L account, balance sheet, timely manage and timely provide information to the SEBI, Security Exchange Board of India. Every merchant banker shall keep and maintain the following books of account, records, documents. So if any company issue the shares, and company have to compulsory appoint merchant banker or investment banker, then merchant banker have to maintain books of account of the company. There are various records like copy of balance sheet, P&L account at the end of each accounting period, then copy of auditor's report, then statement of financial position, liability, total asset and total liabilities. Then every merchant banker shall intimate to the SEBI. Intimate means related, so connected. So each and every merchant banker is directly connected with the SEBI. Means merchant banker have to provide true information, fact information about the company to the Security Exchange Board of India. Every merchant banker shall after end of each accounting period furnish to the SEBI. Furnish means to provide. Copy of balance sheet, copy of P&L account should be submitted timely to the SEBI by the merchant bankers. So SEBI copies of balance sheet, copies of profit and loss account and such other documents and other preceding 5 accounting years when required by the SEBI. So here is you just have to keep in mind that merchant banker have to provide copies of balance sheet, copies of P&L account, audited report timely to the Security Exchange Board of India. Third obligation, that is submission of half yearly result. So merchant banker have to submit half yearly semester. Half yearly means 6 month report to the SEBI, Security Exchange Board of India. Every merchant banker shall furnish. Furnish means provided, submitted to the SEBI half yearly unaudited financial result when required by the SEBI, with view to monitor the capital adequacy of the merchant banker. So here is capital adequacy means financial position. Generally, to check the financial position, merchant banker have to timely submit the half yearly result, half yearly performance to the SEBI. Then fourth obligation, appointment of the lead merchant banker. So here is merchant banker have to appoint one lead manager who manage the whole issue of the company. So all issues should be managed by the at least one merchant banker functioning as the lead merchant banker. Every lead merchant banker shall, before taking up the assignment relating to issues, enter into agreement with the such body corporate, setting out their mutual rights, liability, obligations. So it is merchant banker have to appoint one lead manager who manage the issues, entering into agreement with body corporates to maintain contract between the company and lead manager. Then liability and obligation relating to issues, disclosure, allotment, then refund, application money, allotment, first call. Then here is appointment of the lead merchant banker. So merchant banker have to appoint the one lead manager who manage the issue of the company. So here is restriction. There is a certain rules and regulations followed by the lead manager. If your size of issue, you have to keep in mind, if size of issue, then how many number of lead manager? If size of issue is up to 50 crores, then not more than 2 lead manager. If size of issue is 50 to 100 crore, then there will be a three lead manager. If size of issue 100 to 200 crore, then there will be a 4 lead manager. If size of issue 200 to 400 crores, then there will be a lead manager, 5 lead manager. If there will be a above 400, means size of issue of companies above 400, then 5 or more lead manager agreed by the SEBI. Then responsibility of the lead manager. So main responsibility, the main obligations of the lead manager is to enter into agreement with the issuer. Generally, issuer means any companies. So it is enter into contract. Agreement means contract with the company, and disclosure to the SEBI. Disclosure means to provide fact information to the SEBI, to submitted fact information to the Security Exchange Board of India. So no lead manager shall agree to manage or to be associated with any issue unless his responsibility relating to issue mainly. Those of disclosure, so here is the responsibility of lead manager is to provide disclosure. What do you mean by disclosure? Disclosure means to provide right true information to the Security Exchange Board of India. So disclosure, allotment of these shares. Then for example, there are whenever company involved in public issue, then there will be lots of application received from the general public. So merchant banker have to allot this share. He have in merchant banker has to involve in allotment of this share and provide share to the qualified investors. So it is allotment, refund. For example, those application are rejected. First, there is a application allotment. For example, those investor who are not eligible for obtaining these shares. So merchant banker involved in refund activity are clearly defined, allocate, determine, and statements specifying such responsibilities furnished to the SEBI. So it is furnished whole each and every information should provided by the merchant banker to the Security Exchange Board of India. Then underwriting obligation. What do you mean by underwriting? For example, if any company issue these shares and if company's share are not fully subscribed by the general public, then merchant banker act as an underwriter. So merchant banker provide guarantee to the company. If company's share not fully subscribed by the general public, then remaining outstanding shares purchased by the merchant banker. So in respect of every issue to be managed, the lead merchant banker holding certificate under category 1 shall accept a minimum underwriting obligation. You have to keep in mind how much amount merchant banker can underwrite. So it is underwriting obligations of, you have to keep in mind, 5% of total underwriting commitment or rupees 25 lakh, whichever is less. So here is 5% generally obligations, responsibility, 5% of the total underwriting commitment or 25 lakh, whichever is less. So here is one thing you have to keep in mind, that merchant banker act as a manager. Act as a manager means, here is, if any company issue these shares, then whole management done by the merchant banker. So merchant banker act as a manager. Merchant banker act as a broker. Broker means buying. Merchant banker involved in buying and selling activity on behalf of corporate unit. Then merchant banker act as underwriter. Underwriter means if company issue these shares, then if company share not fully subscribed by the general public, then remaining share purchased by the merchant banker. So in case of lead merchant banker is unable to accept the minimum underwriting obligation, that lead merchant banker shall make arrangement for having the issue of underwriting to that extent by merchant banker or associate with the issue, and shall keep the SEBI informed of such arrangement. So whatever decision taken by the merchant banker, or you can say investment banker, merchant banker have to timely provide each and every fact information to the Security Exchange Board of India. Then appointment of the compliance officer. What do you mean by compliance officer? Compliance officer means, generally merchant banker have to appoint one compliance officer. Compliance officer have to check, monitor the performance of the company, whether company fulfill various rules and regulations of SEBI or not, whether company strictly follow the rules, regulations, guidelines of SEBI or not. Compliance means to check whether company follow the rules and regulation or not. So compliance means to monitor, to check the performance of the company. So every merchant banker shall appoint compliance officer who shall be responsible for monitoring the compliance act. You have to keep in mind what is the main role of compliance officer is to check or monitor the performance of the company, whether company perform as per the SEBI's guidelines or not. If company cannot follow the SEBI's guideline, then compliance officer have to take strict actions. So here is compliance of the act. Compliance means to fulfill, to follow, to implement the guidance, the guidelines of the SEBI. So compliance of the act, rules, you must have to compulsory follow the rules, regulations, then notification, guidelines, instruction of the SEBI issued by the SEBI, central government, and redressal of investor grievances. Redressal means to provide solution. Investor grievances means if there will be a conflict among the investor, then merchant banker provide solution. The compliance officer shall immediately or independently report to the SEBI. So compliance officer also have to timely provide report, submitted report to the Security Exchange Board of India. Non-compliance observe. Non-compliance means if any company does not follow the rules and regulation, then it ensures that observation made or deficiency pointed out by SEBI in the draft of prospectus, or you can say letter of offer. Prospectus is also known as a letter of offer, as in case maybe or do not recur. So here is, you just have to keep in mind, appointment, merchant banker compulsory appoint one compliance officer. Main objective of compliance officer is to monitor, to check whether company follow the rules and regulations, notification, guidelines, instruction of SEBI or not. Then here is second question, procedure for inspection, 7 marks short note, procedure for the inspection. Second one, that is, first one, SEBI's right to inspect. SEBI, what do you mean by SEBI? Security Exchange Board of India is one type of board, or you can say SEBI is one type of generally institution. SEBI have to prepare various guidelines, or you can say rules and regulations. SEBI have to design various rules and regulations, guidelines, which compulsory followed by the each and every listed company. Listed means registered company. SEBI's right to inspect. Right means power, authority. So here is SEBI's right to inspect. Inspect means to check. So here is the SEBI may appoint one or more person as inspecting authority. So SEBI have to appoint one or more person as the inspecting authority. Inspecting authority means uh, they have a power to check the performance of the company. So inspecting authority to undertake inspection of books of account. Inspection means check. So it is inspection of the books of account, inspection of records, document of the merchant banker. So purpose of inspection, why there should be need to check the performance of the company or merchant banker. Generally SEBI is a one kind of regulatory or controller body. So SEBI have to check the performance of merchant banker, check the performance of the company. So there are main objective, purpose of the inspection. Inspection means to check. So it is to ensure that books of account are being maintained in the manner required. So books of account, SEBI have to clarify SEBI why there should be requirement of to check the document, because SEBI is one kind of regulatory body. So according to Security Exchange Board of India, to ensure means surety, provide surety that books of account maintained as per guidelines of the SEBI. Then to ensure provision of act, rules, regulation are being compliant with. So here is why there should be need to check the performance of the company by the SEBI. To here is provide surety that SEBI's guidelines, rules, regulation, instruction, terms, condition are completely followed by the company. Complied means to fulfill various rules and regulations of the SEBI. Then to investigate means to check the into complaint received from the investor. So it is if any complaint, if there will be any kind of queries, if there will be any kind of inquiries from the side of investors, then merchant banker or SEBI provide the guidance, provide the redressal solution. So other merchant banker or any other person or any matter having a bearing on the activity of the merchant banker. So it is first one, SEBI has a right to inspect. SEBI means one kind of regulatory body. So SEBI has a power to check the document of the company at any time. Then second one, notice before the inspection. So it is generally if SEBI wants to check the performance of any company or merchant banker, then SEBI have to provide notice. So before undertaking inspection, inspection means to check to performance of the company, whether company follow the rules and regulations of SEBI or not, whether company follow the SEBI's guidelines or not, whether company work according to terms and condition, rules and regulation of the SEBI or not. So before undertaking an inspection under regulation 29, the SEBI shall give reasonable notice to the merchant banker for that purpose. So before, generally SEBI has a authority, SEBI has a power, right to check the document of company at any time, but for that SEBI have to provide notice, reasonable notice to the merchant banker for that purpose. During that course of inspection, the merchant banker against whom an inspection is being carried out shall be bound to discharge his obligation. Discharge means to perform. Here is you have to keep in mind, discharge means to perform his obligation, his responsibility. So it is SEBI have to provide notice if SEBI wants to check the documents performance of the merchant banker. Then submission of report to the SEBI. So it is the inspecting authority shall as soon as may be possible submit the inspection report. So here is in first step SEBI have to appoint inspecting authority. So this inspecting authority means any kind of expert person, they have to prepare report and submit it to the SEBI. So inspecting authority means qualified person who have a knowledge about the rules and regulations, laws, taxation. So inspecting authority shall as soon as may be possible submit inspection report to the SEBI. Then action on inspection or investigation report, the SEBI or chairman shall, after consideration of inspection or investigation report, take such action as the SEBI or chairman may deem to fit and appropriate, including action under the Security Exchange Board of India. So there is inspecting authority. In first step, you have to keep in mind, in first step, SEBI have to appoint various inspecting authority. Then in second one, SEBI have to provide notice if SEBI wants to inspect. Then third one, inspecting authority have to. Inspecting authority means checking authority. There are qualified person. So inspecting authority have to prepare report and submit it to the SEBI. Then last stage, the appointment of the auditors, procedure for the inspection. So SEBI may appoint qualified auditors. Qualified auditor means inspecting authority, qualified auditors who have a sufficient knowledge about the law, taxation, accounting, financial market. The SEBI may appoint qualified auditors to investigate, to check the books of account or affairs of the merchant banker, provided that auditors appointed shall have the same power of the inspecting authority. So here is last one, appointment of auditors, procedure for the inspection. So if SEBI wants to inspect, to check the performance of the merchant banker, then SEBI have to appoint inspecting authority, or you can say qualified auditors. So in today lecture we completed the meaning. Generally we already discussed the meaning of the merchant banker or investment banker. So here is merchant banker or investment banker. There is a difference between, we already discussed, there is a difference between commercial bank and the merchant bank. So in generally in commercial bank involved in day-to-day financial functions like accept the deposit, provide loan in advance, transfer of the fund, then ATM facility, overdraft facility, cash credit facility. So but here is merchant banker do not involve in day-to-day financial function. Merchant, you have to just keep in mind, merchant banker have to provide advisory service, counseling, consultant service. If company wants to expand their business, if company wants to modernize, if company wants to involve in merger and acquisition, project counseling, corporate counseling, if company issue these shares, issue management, company issue these shares, then merchant banker provide proper guidance, issue management activity, act as a manager, act as an underwriter, act merchant banker, act as a manager, act as a broker, act as a underwriter. So it is, you have to just keep in mind the difference between commercial bank and merchant bank. Then there are various functions we already discussed. So in, I repeat, today we only discuss the obligation and responsibilities of merchant banker, and second one, that is procedure for inspection. So generally inspection is done by the SEBI, Security Exchange Board of India. What is SEBI? SEBI is one kind of regulatory or controller body which provide various rules and regulations, guidelines for the particular company, or you can say listed company. So here is obligation in first one, that merchant banker compulsory follow various, here is obligations or responsibility. First one you have to keep in mind, code of conduct. Code of conduct means set of rules and regulations compulsory followed by the merchant banker. Then maintenance of books of account and records. Then submission half yearly report. Merchant banker should submit the half yearly performance to the SEBI. Then appointment of lead merchant banker. So there is a restriction, if your issue size is up to 50 crores, then there should be number of lead manager not more than 2. If your size of issue is 50 to 100 crore, then number of lead manager is 3. Number of lead managers are 3. then 100 to 200 crore. If your issue amount, size of issue is 100 to 200 crore, then number of lead managers are 4. Then responsibility of lead manager. Lead manager means here is if there will be all issues managed by the one person. So here is all issues should be managed by at least one merchant banker, which is known as the lead manager. So main responsibility is enter into agreement. So it is enter into contract with the issuer company and provide disclosure. Disclosure means to provide information, submitted fact information to the Security Exchange Board of India. Then underwriting obligations, how much merchant banker can underwrite. So you have to keep in mind 5% of the total underwriting commitment or 25 lakh, whichever is less. Generally underwriting obligations, merchant banker act as the underwriter. Act as underwriter means if company issue these shares, and if companies share not fully subscribed by the general public, then merchant banker remaining shares purchased by the merchant banker. Then appointment of compliance officer. Compliance officer means to generally compliance officer have to check the performance, monitor the performance, whether company work according to SEBI's guidelines or not. Then you have to write procedures for the inspection. First one, SEBI's right to inspect. So SEBI has the authority power to check the document of the merchant banker, or you can say company. Then if SEBI wants to check, then SEBI have to provide notice. Then submission of reports. So here is SEBI have to appoint inspecting authority, qualified person. So qualified person have to prepare report and submit it to the SEBI. Then appointment of auditors, inspecting authority as the auditors, qualified auditors appoint qualified auditors to investigate into books of account. To investigate means to check the books of accounts. So SEBI have to appoint qualified person, or you can say inspecting authority, to check the documents of the merchant banker. So here is this is the obligations and responsibility of merchant banker. You have to keep in mind merchant banker provide advisory service or counseling service to particular corporate units. So thank you all. If you have any query, then you can message me.